Alright everyone, welcome back to some more BTD 6. After finally testing out every single upgrade and every single path of the Desperado monkey, we can now review it. Finally. So, overall, just general things. For popping balloons, the Desperado monkey is mediocre. The top and bottom paths are great, the middle path, it kinda sucks. Alright, well, jumping right in. So, the base Desperado monkey, it's been a while since I've done unbuffed tower testing, but this good old little 000 Desperado, did meh. Basically, is like, okay, hold on. Try to image something like this. But it was, well, around 4 to 10, with spaced pinks and group greens. It's not very good, but oh well, whatever. It is cheap though. That's the one good thing, is that I mean, that's $325 on hardboard, but on medium mode it's $300, so it is actually pretty cheap. So you know, decent efficiency for non-buffed. Now, the top path. Starting with the top path. It's a pretty slow start, but once it starts, it's good. Okay, so like, you know, the first 2-3 tiers is blacks and leads, grouped all the way to blacks. Like, it's still lower tier balloons. 4th tier starts to get to ZOMGs, and 5th tier just jumps right up to ZOMGs. So it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. In terms of rounds, we kind of see the same thing. So for example, so first and second tier and stuff, okay, there's not a big difference, you know, up to round 9 before life and 14 before dying. But the 3rd tier jumps up to 27, 4th tier jumps up to about 45, and 5th tier gets all the way into the early 80s, so it's a good tower. It is a good tower. And that's kind of why I like it so much. Because it's actually really cheap too. Like, the previous upgrades, like going up to the 5th tier, is actually cheap. So, you know, you've got like $2,000 from base tier to 3rd tier. $2,000, barely. Almost $7,000 for the 4th tier, and then only $25,000 for the 5th tier. Like, that is actually cheap. Which is actually kind of crazy. And so, of course, I mean, the efficiencies of the lower tiers, I mean, they look pretty okay, but for the 5th tier specifically, which is kind of one of the more important ones that we look at, it's like barely 300, which is really good. It's not even buffed, so that's like the low number. Barely 300 is a good efficiency to have. Now, comparing it with the middle path, middle path starts off better. I mean, it's you know, first, second, 3rd tier is fine, because 3rd tier starts to get all the way to Moabs, based Moabs and group ceramics, so, you know, pretty good. It does odd things by, like, losing lives on around 21, however, and dying on 27, which so far gets, you know, pretty mediocre. Okay, that's what the top half kind of did, you know, 27. But 4th tier is about the same thing, and 5th tier, there's a huge burst of popping power. So the 4th tier, you pay quite a lot of money, and you kind of wasted. I mean, granted, the ability definitely probably does stuff. Like, I'm not saying it's useless. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's worth it at all. By the way, we already got a 5th tier on round 45. Amazing. So, yeah, it's not looking too good, because the 5th tier, the literal 5th tier loses lives on 29. And in the best cross path, the highest is 87. So, okay, that one okay, but 29 for a 5th tier. I still can't get over that. That is actually crazy. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit more. Okay. Now, in terms of pricing, the middle path is like the most expensive path. So not only is it pretty bad at popping balloons, but it's also the most expensive, which means I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna start with the Desert Phantom. Anyway, so what does that mean for efficiency? I mean, okay. First of all, like it's fourth tier is $10,000. Fifth tier is about 53,000. So it's most expensive in that sense. Efficiency wise, it means that its fifth tier is over 1,000. Like, 12, 1,300 on average, maybe something like that. Very roughly, it's anything over 1,000, even in the unbuffed versions. Anything over 1,000 is bad. Like, over 1,000 means it's not meant to be just popping balloons. Which is strange, because the Desperado monkey, even the middle path, that's basically what it's good for. Yes, the bounty hunter can apparently make some more money. I don't know the logistics of that so much, but other YouTubers do a good job of explaining it. I don't really understand it. Apparently it makes money, but not a whole bunch. I didn't see a very noticeable difference, but I mean, the Desperado monkey is new, so I still don't really know exactly how it works. But point is, efficiency is really bad. Now, the bottom path. Now, the bottom path is interesting. Bottom path gets pretty good. No, that was the wrong path. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, bottom path. Actually good. This bottom path is gonna clean up. Okay, I'm actually gonna put one, like, over here, too. Woo! Barely. Alright. Cool. So it starts off with Space Blacks and Group Greens. First couple tiers, the first two tiers, basically, it does that. Third tier jumps straight to Moabs. It does a good job against Moabs. We're gonna go in free play and see how long these guys can last. Actually, hold up. Let me have $43,000. Hold on. What's the edge of the array? Oh. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna do this right here. 17,000. Let's get another middle path. I don't know if the fourth tier is worth it. Maybe I'll just do it. And then with $5,000, let me put another shotgun guy right down here. This probably is not the best place for it, but screw it. There we go. Let's see how long you last. Okay. Now, as I was saying, bottom path. So the first two tiers are okay. Third tier jumps straight to Moabs and Group Rainbow, so good. Fourth tier Moabs, fifth tier BTs. So, yes, this guy is looking very similar to the top path, which is very interesting. Now, in terms of rounds, the first two tiers actually do a really good job. Second tier, like round 9 before losing a life, round 16 before dying, so definitely really good. Third tier, huge increase, 39 before losing a life, which is literally... Okay, to put this into perspective, the third tier bottom path, right? The Enforcer did better in terms of conserving lives than the Golden Justice. Put that into perspective for a moment. Like, seriously, that's how bad the middle path is, or maybe how good the bottom path is. Whoa, okay. Anyway, and then fifth tier, well, BTs. Okay, that's pretty good. But fifth tier, so fourth tier is in the 50s, which is okay, almost there, and then fifth tier gets between late 80s and early 90s, which is amazing. And it's pretty cheap. It's more expensive than the top path, but it's cheaper than the middle path. So overall, it's an efficiency of less than 500, which means it's still pretty good, and we're probably gonna die very soon. Yeah, let's just see if we can beat this BTD right here. Can all these... Oh yeah, easy. Alright. And that's about it. In terms of cross path, just quickly, for the top path, the 502, if he's alone, right? If the top path is gonna be alone, go for bottom cross path, because that actually does give him a good boost. For a middle path, you're better off also going with the bottom path, assuming they're alone. So it is a pretty decent boost. And for the bottom path, even though it's pretty much the same. The top cross path is a little bit better, but that's if you have MIB Village. So it really all depends on gameplay. There's no like very clear obvious winner. Kind of depends on how you want to use them. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.